Hi everyone, Paul Mays here. Today I'd like to tell you about my trumpet. It's an SE Shires B-flat model AZ. Actually that's AZ depending on where you come from in the world. But I've had this trumpet now for a couple of years and I've been putting together a series of videos that I think really demonstrate the strengths of this instrument. And it's not just this AZ model that has these characteristics. What I really found with the Shires instruments were every single model that I tried, it had these defining characteristics that ran through all of the range. So this series of clips that you're about to see, I'm going to introduce each one as we go along and just tell you about the particular characteristic that I think it shows off in the instrument. So this first clip really demonstrates the general things that this trumpet does really well. You'll hear the quality of the sound, although I know it's on a mobile device so you can't pick it up that well, but you can hear the warmth in the sound. You can also hear the resonance and the consistency of the resonance through absolutely every note that I play. Also, listen out for the immediacy of the attack in both the high range and the low range. Now in this next clip, I'm really testing the trumpet. I don't want to give it too much. I'm just seeing when it takes, when it clicks into the next harmonic, because the slots on this trumpet are so well defined. It allows you to kind of back off and you don't have to worry. You can really sit back on it. And I think you can hear that as I get higher, how I'm able just to sit on the high note, add a little bit of vibrato, and really I'm not doing too much at all. So now we're in A flat major, and that involves the back valve a lot more. Now you'll know that in the mid to high range with the back valve, you can often feel a little kick to the resistance. And sometimes the note closes down a little bit. It doesn't have the same ring that the open notes have. But on this trumpet, you don't lose any of that resonance. The timbre of the sound is exactly the same all the way to the top. And that A flat at the top, it's one of my favorite notes because on this trumpet, you can just keep giving on it and it just keeps resonating. It's absolutely rock solid. What I love about this next clip is the connection between the notes within the lyrical style of the phrase. And that the notes are very well defined. You can hear the slots as we go up, but you don't feel that. You feel like it's very smooth. Again, I was talking about using the back valve and feeling the kickback and the extra resistance. In this, again, it's a very smooth feeling. All I'm doing is very gradually increasing the air pressure. The trumpet just keeps on doing most of the work. Now you'll really hear what I mean about the consistency and the quality of the sound from low to high, because except for the high one where I kind of open up a little bit, the quality of the sound is exactly the same all the way up. Now you'll hear I'm playing a little bit quicker. except for the first arpeggio, and I love the sound of the low G on this, and the sensation is just great. I love the low range on this trumpet. But you'll hear that I do the G major arpeggio slow, and then I do it very, very quickly. But the notes are still exactly in the same place. The trumpet just puts the note, locks the notes in. Those slots are just exactly where you want them to be. So now we're really focusing on the response of the trumpet, and you can hear how well defined those slots are. They really kind of create a rhythmic effect as we're going up and down the dominant sevenths. So to take that a step further, we can really hear where this instrument now comes into its own. And if I'm honest, I didn't feel the same response from any other trumpet I played. When you're getting into this kind of area of the trumpet, you'll often hear some blurring, some smearing between the notes. But as you'll hear in these clips, the instrument just reacts to the smallest change in air pressure, and we hear those really, really well-defined slots and those well-defined clicks. So that's my Shires B-flat AZ model, or AZ model, however you want to say it, but it's a fantastic trumpet, and I'd like to say thanks to Steve and Sam for coming over to London and introducing these amazing trumpets to me. Everyone that I've spoken to who's played these trumpets have absolutely loved them. So if you get an opportunity to blow one, I really encourage you to do that. Where can this instrument take me? Well, I don't know, but I'm having great fun finding out. And actually, this last clip might give you a little idea.